Okay. A plus arguments by D minus chats. Are you ready?
Yeah.
My album's better.
My album's
no, my
better.
album's
You piece of shit.
Don't fucking take it. Ah! We're doing new wave today. I'm gonna be doing Oingo Boingo with the album Only a Lad, their seminal debut album.
And I'll be doing the 6th studio album by Talking Heads.
Fucking idiot! You're doing the 6th album.
I am.
That's not even. Are they relevant by their 6th album?
They still are. It's called Little Creatures.
Talking Heads is still relevant.
Still, David Byrne is in Phoenix or something. Well, we're going to talk about Little Creatures by Talking Heads. How about you go first? I'll give you the floor first.
You're kind of making me self-conscious, I'll be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah. Can you go first?
No. No, this is a tactic. This is a tactic.
Can you explain the tactic so I can use it on you after?
Right, yeah. I believe that you're ill-prepared for this, so I'm going to make you go first.
You're right.
Okay.
Are you feeling confident?
Yeah.
Oingo Boingo is a new wave album. They're a new wave album. They're a new wave band from the 80s, fronted by the one and only Danny Elfman, who went on to do many a soundtrack with his best buddy of all time, Tim Burton. You may know him from his Nightmare Before Christmas soundtrack and many other things. And if you don't know him by Oingo Boingo, fuck you. They're better. They're such a good band in every way. And the songs, the two big hits on the album were Little Girls and the title track, Only a Lad. And they are monster new wave, weirdo, ska-ish, weird shit. And it's so like deeply satisfying, you know, like physically, carnally. It's such a good album. It's gonna make you feel emotions. And is that what you want to do? Overview?
Yeah, sure.
You can go. I mean, I think that was a decent enough overview.
Cool.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like it. Talking Heads. On most of their albums have also collaborated with Brian Eno. This is no exception. Their 6th studio album, Talking Heads, from That's Not What It's Called. That's their first. The 6th studio album, Little Creatures, released in 1985. No, we're not doing that one.
Songs about buildings and fear. Fear of music.
This is not.
Stop making sense.
This is not a fan favorite album, Little Creatures. It's not. And there's a reason I did that. It's because I picked this one, being later on. They had Remain in Light. They had their self-titled. They had more songs about buildings and food. They had all those albums to be their brand of new wave, which, like Oingo Boingo, is very weird, but I think less theatrical, more just like, you know, raw weirdness.
Easily.
And the reason I picked Little Creatures is that it is that brand of weird new wave, but with a total pop sensibility. 2 big hits off this one, and she was one of my favorites. Great. And my actual favorite Talking Heads song is Road to Nowhere. Found both of them on this. Great album tracks as well. Perfect World's fantastic. But I love the pop sensibility of this weird brand of new wave, so that's where I'm going with it.
Alright, so like, I mean, just let's get it out of the way. Like, Oingo Boingo's better at pop. Like, they're the better pop act.
Okay.
Well, then, did I win?
Well,
is it over?
It's not only about that. I mean,
that was your biggest selling point. It has pop sensibility, and now Oingo Boingo has a better. Okay, explain why Talking Heads is more popish and.
This particular album, Little Creatures.
Yeah.
I mean, David Byrne's a weirdo. David Byrne.
Danny Elfman is a weirdo.
No, I know that.
Okay.
I know that.
That's weirder.
If we're going to talk about more commercial hits, who's there? Talking Heads or Oingo Boingo?
Well, it's going to be fucking And She Was.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you got, as far as commercial hits go, Little Girls is, like, huge. Little Girls is big. And Only a Lad. They were both super big hits for Oingo Boingo. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah.
So,
but here's the thing, though. Put that up against Dead Man's Party.
Dead Man's Party has more hits, but I think that it's a weaker album overall because the album tracks don't pack as much of a punch, and I think that that was like the 4th or 5th album, and by that point, although they did have songs like Dead Man's Party and Stay and all that shit, then they retained all of their weird new wave essence in the very beginning. That's where it was the rawest. That's where they showcased their musicianship the best. I mean, you can easily already like argue with songs like Just Another Day off Dead Man's Party, but I mean, I think they have like really extensive like musicianship is shown throughout. If you put on Nasty Habits, which is the last closing track on the album. It is the weirdest trip of a strange-o, oddball roller coaster, and it's just such an experience. It's so good. The musicianship is completely on point for the whole album, and their cover of The Kinks' "You Really Got Me" is something you need to listen to before you die, or fuck you.
While I agree with all of those things, I will still defend the brand of new wave that the Talking Heads represent.
Sure.
And particularly David Byrne and what he does. Again, it's
What
not.
does he do?
Well, again, it's not as orchestrated as Oingo Boingo.
Agreed.
It's way more straightforward. Also, can be weird. I mean, he's a weird songwriter. Brian Eno was collaborating, also wrote on this
Awesome.
album as
Did
well.
he write?
Yeah, he did.
What did he write?
He wrote Perfect World.
Oh, really?
With, yeah,
cool,
with,
that's
with
awesome.
David Byrne, which is
Cool.
cool. But yeah, I love this sort of straightforward commercial approach to a weird-minded new wave.
My thing is, why would you want your weirdo new wave to be straightforward?
You're right. I totally agree with that. But they have 8 albums in total, and I went for number 6.
Okay.
They had the weirdness before that.
Put it up against
They had
something like
Speaking It-
Remain in Light, where like a lot of the tracks are kind of
Okay.
longer,
Then-
it's more drawn out. How do you pair up the
I'll be
weirdness?
totally honest. Then it's totally my opinion. I have to go still with Little Creatures. I'm not big on Remain in Light. I know it's a fan
I'm not
favorite.
either, honestly.
Yeah.
I think, Fear of Music's my favorite Talking Heads.
Yeah.
I like Talking Heads. Like, I mean, I'm trashing the Talking Heads, but it's for showmanship. It's not real. It's loosely based on a true story.
Did you want? Okay. Well, Talking Heads, Little Creatures,
Well, talk about the album tracks, because you didn't really.
Television Man.
Television Man?
Television Man.
Oh, Television Man.
6 minutes. Goddamn. It's great.
What's great about it?
Well, here's the thing. On that album, they still maintain the weirdness a little bit. They're still Talking Heads.
Yeah, sure.
I know, I've been going on about the pop sensibility on Little Creatures, but when it comes down to it, they are still Talking Heads.
Is he still peanut butter?
Yes.
Is he still groceries?
It's still Pizza
peanut
Hut.
butter. It's still Pizza Hut.
That's very funny.
Right,
Yes,
cool.
it's still them. But this was just overall more of an attempt. But it wasn't trying too hard, though. It wasn't contrived. Nothing came across contrived that it was trying to make commercial hits.
Did mine?
What's up?
Did my album come off as contrived? It's hard to say because they're so showy. It's hard to say like what's forced, you know?
Here, I'm going
Just
to make a
general.
point for you. Knowing Danny Elfman, probably not.
I mean, I'm not saying like the writing is contrived. The writing isn't, but I mean just like their whole thing, their whole like package. It's only there's a Boy Scout on the cover.
Some might call it gimmicky.
Yeah, okay.
But I don't
that's
think it's
good.
contrived.
No, okay, gimmicky. That's a good word for it. I think it is. It does tend to be gimmicky because there are a lot of horns that kind of purposely like offset the guitars and the rock element to it. I just kind of like want to talk about some of the tracks because
Yeah, go for it.
This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
one of my
Sure.
favorite albums. So okay, let me talk about Imposter and how about the hook on that song. It's so good and it's gonna get the hook. And there's the only lad the song is the orchestration on that song that's complete genius. Like absolutely. Like that's my idea of like what I would strive to be as far as orchestrating goes. Like Danny Elfman kills it like so hard. Oh my god. I can't say enough about like the pop songs one after another. So catchy, they're so well put together, and they're so well written. You know? The song Capitalism is super, super good, and the lyrics are but I mean, you know, that's the point. They're supposed to be kind of like weirdos. But man, the songs are fucking there. Like that's the thing that the album has. The songs are fucking there.
What's also cool is that Little Creatures, the songs are also there, but on both of our albums, only 2 big hits.
Yeah, it's true.
Interesting.
It is interesting. And I mean, when it comes down to it, you chose Little Creatures only because like it was your favorite. It's just reference.
Yeah,
It's
it
not
is.
because it's.
You're right.
not what we're saying,
and
but-
not only would I be making a case against Only a Lad, but I'd also be making a case against Remain in Light. And the
Yeah.
self-titled, so.
And I mean, I am too about Dead Man's Party.
Right.
But I mean, that's a great album. Like their 4 singles are all amazing. Just the other songs are not as good.
Did we tie?
I'm down. I haven't listened to your album, but it sounds pretty good. I'll check it out.
It's cool, man.
Yeah.
I think you probably like it.
Is it like better than Songs About Building for Food? That's a good album. I listened to it.
That's a good one too, so I do like that. Why don't you tell us who you think won in the comments below?
And don't go for Brian's choice because Talking Heads are history. They are. Don't go for Brian's choice. Listen to both albums.
I have a beard. I'm in my mid-20s. I like the Talking Heads. I'm a hipster.
I have a beard. I'm in my early 20s.